The Congo River. A deadly journey into the heart of darkness. The Congo River, a sprawling serpent slicing through the African continent, is no ordinary river. It's a torrent of raw, untamed power, a cradle of life, and a graveyard of secrets. This isn't just a body of water. It's a force of nature that demands respect, awe, and fear. For centuries, its depths have whispered tales of the unimaginable. And even in the modern age, its mysteries remain vast and unfathomable. Why is the Congo River more dangerous than the legendary Amazon? Brace yourself as we dive deep into the heart of this aquatic enigma, uncovering jaw-dropping truths that make it the deadliest river on Earth. Route of the Congo River. The Congo River follows a remarkable path through the African continent, beginning as a humble stream and transforming into one of the most powerful rivers on Earth. Its route is as dramatic as its reputation. Source: the river originates from the Shambeshi River in Zambia, which is considered its source. Another significant tributary is the Lualaba River, which begins in the Katanga Plateau in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC. Flow through countries. The river flows exclusively within Central Africa and touches or borders 9 countries: Zambia, Angola, Burundi, Rwanda, Tanzania, Central African Republic, Cameroon, Republic of the Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, through which most of the river flows. Major cities along the river: Kisangani, DRC, at the edge of the Upper Congo Basin; Kinshasa, DRC, and Brazzaville, Republic of the Congo, 2 capitals facing each other across the river, showcasing its immense width. Matadi, DRC, near the Congo's final plunge towards the Atlantic Ocean. Endpoint: the river empties into the Atlantic Ocean near the town of Banané in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Unique geographic features: rapids and waterfalls. The Congo is famed for its tumultuous rapids and falls, particularly the Inga Falls and Livingstone Falls. These create barriers to navigation and are among the most powerful waterfalls globally. Shape: the river forms an almost circular path, flowing clockwise through the Congo Basin and covering approximately 4,700 kilometers, 2,920 miles. Famous floods in the Congo River. While the Congo River is prone to seasonal flooding, it has not been the site of catastrophic floods as seen in some other major rivers like the Yangtze or Mississippi. However, its seasonal floods are significant due to their impact on local communities and the environment. Seasonal floods. Flooding occurs annually during the rainy seasons, October to May in the Southern Hemisphere and April to November in the Northern Hemisphere. These floods are critical for replenishing the fertile lands of the Congo Basin but can displace communities living along the riverbanks. Historical flood events. There are few recorded instances of large-scale destructive floods in modern history, largely due to the sparsely populated and undeveloped nature of the river basin. However, localized floods have occurred. In 2019, significant flooding displaced thousands in parts of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Rising river levels submerged villages, crops, and infrastructure. In 2020, heavy rains led to flash floods in Kinshasa, causing loss of life and property damage. Although these were attributed more to urban infrastructure issues than the river itself. Floodplain importance. The Congo River's floodplains are a critical habitat for diverse flora and fauna. They are also integral to the livelihoods of millions who rely on the seasonal waters for agriculture, fishing, and transportation. Despite its immense size and discharge, the Congo River's floods are less deadly than its currents. Rapids and diseases? The river's true dangers lie in its natural unpredictability and the human challenges associated with navigating and settling along its treacherous banks. Chapter 1. A monster born in chaos. The Congo River boasts a staggering length of 4,700 kilometers, 2,920 miles, making it the second longest river in Africa. But what truly sets it apart is its ferocity. This river churns with more power than any other on the planet, discharging an average of 1.4 million cubic feet of water per second. It's not just a river. It's a liquid leviathan, roaring through the jungles with a force capable of swallowing entire villages in its path. But where does this monstrous energy come from? Unlike the Amazon, which lazily sprawls across flatlands, the Congo River plummets through mountainous terrain, creating an intricate network of rapids and waterfalls. Chief among them is the Inga Falls, the world's largest waterfall by volume. These ferocious rapids are so powerful that not even the most advanced engineering feats have managed to conquer them. The Congo River is not a single stream. It's a labyrinth. Its tributaries form a maze of channels so vast and confusing that even satellite mapping struggles to capture its full complexity. Beneath its seemingly tranquil surface lies an abyss of hidden whirlpools and underwater currents, ready to drag down anything or anyone unfortunate enough to cross their path. Chapter 2. Beneath the surface. What lies beneath the Congo River's surface is a mystery shrouded in darkness. Literally. At depths reaching over 720 feet. Parts of this river are among the deepest in the world. These depths harbor species found nowhere else on Earth. Some so bizarre they seem ripped from the pages of a science fiction novel. Consider the Goliath tigerfish, a predator so fierce it makes piranhas seem tame, with razor-sharp teeth that can slice through flesh like butter. This 50-kilogram, 110-pound monster is a nightmare for both fish and fishermen. Then there's the electric catfish, capable of delivering shocks powerful enough to incapacitate a human. But these creatures are merely the tip of the iceberg. The Congo River's depths are teeming with undiscovered life forms. Scientists speculate that its unique underwater environment, highly pressurized, oxygen deprived, and pitch black, has given rise to species completely alien to us. It's a living, breathing evolutionary experiment, unfolding in real time. Chapter 3. A history written in blood. The Congo River's peril isn't confined to its natural dangers. Its history is drenched in blood, betrayal, and unimaginable suffering. This river was a silent witness to the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade. Thousands of captives were transported down its waters, bound for lives of servitude. In the late 19th century, the Congo became the personal colony of King Leopold II of Belgium, a period historians now call one of the darkest chapters in human history. Under Leopold's rule, the river turned red with the blood of millions of Congolese, exploited for rubber and ivory. The jungle's oppressive silence was often broken by the screams of those who dared resist. Even today, the Congo River is at the heart of ongoing conflicts. Its wealth of natural resources, diamonds, gold, and coltan, essential for smartphones, has made it a battleground for militias and corporations alike. Traveling along this river isn't just a physical risk. It's a gamble with political and social instability. Chapter 4. A river of deadly diseases. While the Amazon is often romanticized for its biodiversity, the Congo River is a breeding ground for danger. Literally. Its waters and surrounding jungles are hotbeds for some of the deadliest diseases known to humankind. The river's stagnant tributaries provide the perfect breeding grounds for malaria-carrying mosquitoes, while its muddy banks are home to the dreaded tsetse fly, whose bite can transmit sleeping sickness, a condition that causes fever, hallucinations, and, ultimately, death. Then there's the lesser-known but equally terrifying Ebola virus, which has erupted near the Congo River basin multiple times. This deadly pathogen, with a fatality rate of up to 90%, spreads like wildfire, leaving death and devastation in its wake. Even the water itself isn't safe, filled with parasites and bacteria. It's a cocktail of diseases waiting to infect anyone who dares drink or even touch it without protection. Chapter 5. A jungle of superstitions and spirits. The Congo River isn't just feared for its physical dangers. It's also shrouded in a web of myths and legends. Local tribes believe the river is haunted by spirits, both benevolent and malevolent. These spirits, they say, protect the river, but also punish those who disrespect it. One of the most chilling tales is that of Mokale Mbembe, a creature said to lurk in the river's remote swamps, described as a dinosaur-like beast. This so-called African Loch Ness monster has fascinated cryptozoologists for decades, while skeptics dismiss it as folklore. Local tribes insist it's real, warning outsiders to stay away from its territory. Another legend tells of Nzoka, a mythical snake said to live in the Congo's deepest waters. According to local law, this serpent can capsize entire boats and devour their occupants whole. Whether these tales are real or not, they add an extra layer of dread to an already terrifying river. Chapter 6. The human factor. As if the natural and supernatural weren't enough, the Congo River is plagued by human dangers. Banditry is rampant along its banks, with armed groups targeting travelers and cargo boats. Entire communities live in fear of pirates who pillage villages and take hostages for ransom. Adding to the chaos is the lack of proper infrastructure. Most of the river is navigable only by outdated and poorly maintained boats, which frequently sink under the weight of their cargo. The result? Hundreds of deaths each year from drowning alone. The Congo River is also notorious for its hidden sandbars and shifting channels. These underwater hazards make navigation a nightmare, even for experienced sailors. A single wrong turn can mean disaster, as boats are stranded, or worse, capsized. Chapter 7. Why it's deadlier than the Amazon. The Amazon River may be home to piranhas, anacondas, and venomous creatures, but it pales in comparison to the Congo River's sheer unpredictability. The Amazon's dangers are well documented and, to some extent, avoidable. The Congo, however, is a wild card, with threats lurking where you least expect them. For one, the Congo River's rapids and waterfalls are far more extreme, while the Amazon flows steadily. The Congo's jagged terrain creates violent currents that can tear boats apart in seconds. The river's depth also adds an extra layer of risk. Once you're dragged under, there's virtually no chance of survival. The Congo's role in human conflict further amplifies its danger. Unlike the Amazon, which is largely isolated from political unrest, the Congo River is a frontline in a war for resources. This makes it not just a natural hazard, but a man-made one as well. Chapter 8. The allure of the unknown. Despite its dangers, the Congo River continues to captivate explorers, scientists, and adventurers. Its uncharted depths hold the promise of new discoveries, species unknown to science, treasures buried in its silty bed, and perhaps even answers to some of humanity's greatest questions. But the allure of the Congo comes at a cost for every adventurer who sets out to unravel its mysteries. Many never return. The river demands sacrifice, and it rarely gives up its secrets without a fight. The Congo River is a paradox, a lifeline and a death trap, a source of wonder and a harbinger of doom. Its waters are more than just H2O. They're a swirling, living testament to the power of nature and the fragility of human life. So, would you dare to brave the Congo? Few have the courage, and even fewer emerge unscathed. Because here, in the heart of Africa, the river doesn't just flow. It rules.